Dust 2 is a very broken map. It seems to have these random cracks and missing textures all over the place, and while some of them are useless, a lot of them are essentially a free wallhack. And they are one way, which is even worse if you don't know where these gaps are. I was shown this bug by one of my students in my academy. Basically, there is a weird interaction between fire and smoke that lets you see through the smoke. If there is a fire burning behind the smoke and there is an enemy in between, hover your tip of your gun into the smoke. If you stop seeing the fire, that is where enemy stands. New map in the pool, but it seems far from polished. These missing textures in the spawn is a wall hack towards Ivy you can just free kill with an AWP. This one is useful mainly for CTs, but if you are upper and want to reposition quickly without making a sound, there is a way to silent drop onto the ground like this. This requires some practice, but key is to crouch just before you hit the ground. Not a lot of players know this, but you can actually wallbang this powerful afterplant position if you are retaking B side as CT. It doesn't deal a huge amount of damage, but if you hit a headshot, you can actually melt an enemy fairly effectively, even with M4. I noticed this gap while flying on an empty server, and in an official game I actually managed to use it successfully. I spotted pushing CT through this little crack in the truck and he had no idea. General rule on train, especially on A side: plant the bomb next to train and leave sight. It is hard for CTs to understand where we play after plant. Only danger is smoke defuse, but geometry of the train make it easy to spam diffuser because positions he can defuse from are literally cut in half. This extremely easy wallbang actually melts CTs on top of 5th train, which is pretty common spot to hold mid from. I have seen it more and more in pro games, so stay ahead of the curve and try it yourself. You can actually boost on top of these boxes next to pop, and to do it correctly, you just stand in the middle of this box and let your teammate climb by elevating himself next to the wall like this. It is faster, safer and less likely to be hurt. The angle to pop dog always gets you free kill. Ts almost never check it. This easy utility set will help you take teammate every time. Get into this corner, aim here, and you can either throw smoke plus flash with same lineup, or it also works with Molotov and flash, whatever you prefer. To deny CT's pop dog, throw this molly, which I see a lot of players either miss or not throw because they are scared to miss it. Get into the corner, follow the line until the corner of the wall, move along the wall a bit and just throw. It will get a nice spread inside of pop, and with the same lineup you can add an HE for an insane damage and sometimes even free kill. Current meta of train is shifting away from basic insta-sandwich smoke, which Ts throw almost every round. Instead, throwing this smoke from spawn 3 is much more effective as it also covers the back 6 position. To throw it, you have to get the right spawn out of all 6 and then put your smoke grenade like this, with corner on its black decal. It is pretty easy to spot, and then just jump throw. Alternatively, you can do exact smoke from spawn 6 too, and it's honestly much easier. Just aim left of this corner on the sign and jump throw. You can claim free drops every Wednesday in CS2, so you can prepare your XP bar by playing just enough games to almost fill it completely. Then when reset happens, you can play one match or even arms race to trigger the drop. Most of the time you will get absolute trash skins, which you can upgrade with today's sponsor of the video, SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is a reputable, fully automated website that provides an instant way to get new skins. Just look at how easy it is to trade your old skins for new ones. In just a few minutes, you can have completely new skins. If you use the code STYKO, you can get up to $5 for free as first trade bonus. The more you trade, the larger the bonus. And if you don't feel like trading, you can simply buy skins too. They also have 35% deposit bonus with code STYKO, along with a free section where you can complete simple tasks to get skins and join daily, weekly or monthly giveaways. Check out Skins Monkey by clicking the link in the description of this video. And before we move on, thank you Skins Monkey for making my content better. But now it's time to continue. There is a way how to silently jump up on the balcony while walking all the time. Cities will hear only minimal swoosh noise, which you can never mask when you jump, but you make 0 steps, which can enable you to sneak into boiler without CT noticing. And obviously, if you can get up silently, you can do silent drop as well. Here is the setup. You jump while holding shift and hold S and D in the whole motion. Remember to have AK equipped or any other gun which gives exactly 215 velocity, such as Galil. As funny as it sounds, you can wallbang mid on Inferno all the way from B. Super situational, probably useless, but I have to include it here. If you can pull it off, let me know. This new Molotov lineup just dropped, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even notice the window up there, like ever. Great for after plans if CTs don't have a smoke to put it out and defuse. Staying on this B side, there is a literal gap underneath the first box, which can reveal a hiding CT, so just make sure to keep an eye out on this when entering B side. It can lead you to a free kill. Here is absolutely bonkers wallbang on Ancient from A side to elbow. Gotta have an AWP to do this, but honestly, if I ever die to something like this, I'm just going to sit back and smile. To line it up, use this sign on A side, aim in the middle of this stone and fire away a couple of times to try rock. New Ancient B-side combo just dropped as well, and you can solo smoke off B-door, molly lane without stopping, and HE. This is how it looks all in one motion and is super useful for situations where all of your teammates just can't land a single utility and you have to do everything yourself. Or you're faking lane take solo while teammates are taking middle. Whatever works. When you play Temple in Afterplant, always play this deep corner over the shallow one. This way opponents won't see the shadow, which can make them pre-fire you. Overall, these lights in Temple can give away your position a lot, even if you play around Brokey. You will always cast a shadow on the back wall, and if people play with correct video settings, they can spot this shadow all the way from Donut or A-main. And talking about those shadows, here are the settings that are most important for you to gain an unfair advantage. It is all about getting an edge and free information, and with this setting you will see those shadows more often and more clear. If you like to play Cave, these two flashes are going to make CTs absolutely hate you. First one is self-flash into first room, which is kind of popular, but still I want to show the lineup. Aim here, right click, jump throw and peek with it. For next flash, get stuck in this corner, aim here and throw. Feel free to peek with it as flash pops under the stairs and won't ever blind you. Probably the only skill jump on this map is this safe spot in T-spawn. I didn't know you can climb up on this carpet, but now I don't save anywhere else if I'm being honest. Please do not throw your CT molly to clear this corner. You will most likely fail it and you waste the precious utility. The spread is too small and elevation just lets T hide until the fire is out. If you really want to throw this molly, throw it with proper lineup like this. By the way, if you're liking this type of video, give me a signal by liking or commenting if you learn something new that you will use in your games. And if you hit that subscribe, oh boy, you're in for a good time. Thank you, and pay attention now. More general tips are coming that are useful on every map. Magazine that drops on the ground after reload stays there for 15 seconds. This can help you in clutches, especially one-on-one. How? If you see an empty mag without knowing where enemy is, you can assume that within the last 15 seconds he was in this position and you can expect him somewhere close to you. If you have a best long spawn on Dust 2 SCT, you can always make it safe to pit without being shot by an AWP. Enemy only can catch you if they go out of the door and commit to long take. At the end of the round ST, if you picked up Incendiary from the ground, drop it away. If you keep it to the next round, you won't be able to buy Molotov, which is harder, better, faster, stronger. Pro players do this all the time, but restart your game often. CS2 is not in perfect state, and the longer you let it run, the performance tends to take a hit. I know some pro players restart game after each map they play, so every other or so like that. When retaking and T's are in known position, it is better to smoke off the bomb instead of smoking the choke point between you and T's. It is more likely that enemy might molly the bomb or simply spam the diffuser while cities cannot cleanly spam them back through the smoke. If the smoke is on the bomb, teammates can play in front of it and take favorable duel, which even if they lose, T's will have less time and ammo to smoke spam the diffuser. There is a new way how to throw a Zyvu smoke consistently without the need of an AWP like it was in CSGO. Simply go to this corner, put your crosshair here just right of the crossbar, and without moving your mouse get stuck in this corner. Make sure you are really stuck and you do not slide away. Then jump throw. This smoke is much better because it's harder to reveal with bullets, it's impossible to block, and it gives a bigger cover from short into lower tunnel. Scout can actually one-shot unarmored opponents, so in rare situations where you are playing against eco and can't go for a headshot, hitting private parts might be easier than you think. For a long time people couldn't find a way to perfectly molly ladder room, but now we have a lineup you can do even when window is smoked. Just make sure to break vent before and throw a couple of bullets in case CT decided to escape ladder through vent. Your teammate covers the entrance and CT has nowhere to hide. Scoreboard have a lot of numbers that are useless, but the number you should pay most attention to is the utility damage. This can tell you if your nades that you throw to clear some positions are actually doing damage or you're wasting them, and should change where you use them. This number doesn't update in real time, it only updates when the round ends. On some maps like Inferno Banana, it's very useful. Always your most recent pulled grenade will drop behind you when you die. Have this in mind, especially in 2v1 or 3v1 after plants. You don't want to give a CT a free smoke if you still didn't use it. Switch to a less useful grenade in clutch such as flash. Better be safe than sorry. If your team doesn't eco but you still have a lot of money, you can buy a decoy and a powerful weapon like AWP. Throw a decoy and then sell the AWP. Decoy will remain doing AWP shots, so your opponents might think you actually bought it and therefore will use more utility early. This trick works with any weapon, just get creative with it. This gap can give you some free information, especially playing this position. Well, a lot of players know it exists. Playing here with 5-7 is super fun. On low buys, here's a clip from CSGO about what I mean. This flashbang from door can be very powerful for A hits, hot pops or A splits on Nuke. The thing is, it somehow doesn't blind your teammates at all while blinds all cities in higher positions on A. Whenever you play Nuke on this position, be careful, you're casting a shadow which is visible from hot, and if you move, it is even easier to spot it. Similarly, if you are sneaking into heaven from top railing, you cast shadow all the way under heaven, which CTs might easily spot and call your position without you realizing it. If you're playing A on Nuke and your door teammate left you by, let's say, rotating through vent, or maybe he died, try to position yourself on this wall. From this position you will have opportunity to spot both hut and door. Your main focus should be on door because T's walking out hut have more angles to clear, so you have extra second to react. Optionally, playing CT vent is alright too, just make sure to check door walkout every few seconds. If you know a trick that should have been here, feel free to join my Discord and share it with my community. I might do a part 2 of this video and you can get your name featured while you learn something new as well. Win-win situation, and I hope you like this video and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye. Huge shout out to my coffee members for your continual support so I can make more videos like this for you. Their name is on the screen right now, and if you want to appear here too, check out my coffee page where you can gain tons of cool and exclusive perks at various tiers of membership. And when I say they're cool, I mean it. Give it a look, it's worth it. Thank you for making my content better and possible.